Good evening. This is Grillenheimer. I want to make this as quick as I can. I have recently gotten some of the new Transformer card game decks. Well, I've gotten the Autobot deck and some boosters. I've got a total of about 15 characters, I believe. And I'm trying to keep these in a certain order because I've created equivalent of about 3 decks. I don't have a full 3 decks, but anyway, Kickback is a weak card, but Thundercracker, Mock Warrior, Kickback, and Decepticon Leader Megatron, these 3 I've got as a team, and they seem to work pretty well. Then we've got Courageous Scout Bumblebee. Of the Bumblebees I only have 2 out of the 3. I think there's 3. This one seems to be the best because he has the best attack. It's bot mode. Autobot Leader Prime, he came with the deck. Autobot Jazz, which I don't think he came with the deck. I don't think he did. This is the only duplicate I have, and that's 2 Kickbacks. I've got Slag. I'm sorry, I call him Slag because he was Slag back in 1985, and he's still Slag. So, yeah. And pretty average card, but good health. But a good attack in bot mode at least. But then he has no defense. So that's what you're kind of having to deal with in this game, is making sure you're always transforming your characters for all the different abilities, which does Transformers. It really works. It does seem pretty fun. Have these as a group too. Red Alert, Ironhide, Brave Warrior Bumblebee, which he only has like 4, and then I have Cup, or Sergeant Cup, whatever. And the thing with the cars is that, let's get all their stars where we can see them here. And then I'm going to show you something I've noticed that probably the rest of you have noticed also. This is 24 stars. The max is 25. Well, what that's doing here is all their attacks are about the same. All their stats are very average. But, what does this do for us? You can have 4 characters in your deck, on your team. You can have 4 characters on your team. And they're all vehicles. And so if you have a card, an action card dealing with, I thought I had one up here. Where did it go? I don't see it. Dealing with with vehicle boosters or upgrades, you can use them. Now, these are the last 2 I've gotten. I'm going to have to hold off for a while. But I got Jetfire, which is a really nice card, and Living Weapon Megatron. Great attack. All the Megatrons seem to have low defense. I don't understand why. But yeah, I can see what people are talking about. He looks, like he should transform into the gun because thus he is a living weapon. And what does he do? I guess the Joe's got a hold of him again and turned him into a tank. I don't know. But, I'm going to go through some of these more interesting battle cards here. And some some of these are pretty common. I got the Matrix of Leadership. Grenade Launcher is a favorite because it gives you attack +4, even if it's just 1 turn, because then you have to scrap the card. Agility of Bumblebee. When it's on Bumblebee, he attacks and he gets to draw a card, plus it's a +1. In Bumblebee, anyone can use this card. They get the +1, but you can't draw a card. Heroism is a good one as well. You put it on a character. If another character is tapped, that is going to take damage. This one, I got 2 of them. then this one will come in kind of like, Hot Rod did in the 86 movie and come in and take the damage instead of the character that is being attacked. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm making a lot of noise. Oh, and I hate that my other video, the first one I did doing this, went a little long, and you could hear the owls in the background, and it was kind of cool, but oh well. They weren't that close. And I love the playing cards. And it has an R on here for, I guess, rare. I don't really know how really rare some of these really are. You got RC, combat training, bold when attacking, tough one when defending, bombing run, choose an enemy character, move 1 damage from each of your planes to that enemy. So that actually sounds like you're kind of repairing yourself by 1, but hurting your opponent. Move from each of your planes if you have more than 1. And all I have is Thundercracker. Power Sword, flipping 3 battle cards when attacking for melee characters. Crushing Threads for your tanks. Leap into Battle is a fan favorite. I just stuck that in there. Ramming Speed. Scrapping an enemy upgrade. Supercharge. And I've only got 1 of this one. It says it's a common, number 71 out of 81, but one of your characters gets bold 3, so you flip 3 more battle cards. Force Field is a common card, but I really like it in the mock game that I just did. I had to correct myself because it was like Bumblebee with a total attack of 9 attacking Jetfire, and I got the information wrong because instead of 6 he could only take a attack of 4. So that was to Jetfire's advantage, even though he was getting hit. Strafing Run I really like because you can do 1 damage to each enemy, and I take that they do not have to be tapped. You can do 1 damage to each enemy. That's what this card says, so that's how I'm going to take that. And whoa, Thundercracker got away. When you put this on a ranged character, your opponent chooses a card from their hand and scraps it, and that's an upgrade. I guess that's going to happen every time it's in play, and this is an upgrade. So it's going to stay there until it gets knocked off. Huh. That is kind of a little confusing. Is this going to happen every turn? Without it's on your character, the Decepticon or Autobot? No, you have to put it on a ranged character. Oh, we got Jetfire. And there's other ranged characters that are Autobots. They don't have to fly. So that's a question we need to ask as well. Does this happen the first time we put it in play, or does it happen each? Because being an armor upgrade, it should stay out there until this comes off by another card, by another action, or the character card is knocked out. So I've got a lot of questions about this game. I'm enjoying it. I'm having to play mock games by myself, which feels stupid, but I'm really having a fun time with it. And I have seen at my local Target where, let me just have a card of some sort out here, where a local Target, they have put a standee in the toy section. And that standee has a lot of the cards on there, and that's the only place where you can find the booster cards. I remember around Christmas seeing them with the other card section up front, where they normally have, Magic, Pokemon, and other stuff up there, and baseball cards, basketball cards, football cards, whatever. It's all up there. It's all up front. They had the Transformer cards up there, and now they're not. Well, I take that back. What they have is now in the toy section for whatever reason. And then they actually have the Metroplex decks up front underneath, and you can't see them. They're all kind of stacked on top of each other in the very bottom, and they're just sitting there. No one's buying those cards because they don't know they're there. They don't have them flipped up to where you can see what it is. I mean, it's insane, or even know how much they are, which they come to $20. And now Walmart, I think there's been a rift between Walmart and Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast, because Walmart, near the end of January or beginning of February, they're like, hey, this is an item that didn't sell that great during Christmas, though we did sell them, we're going to put it on clearance, because they just see the Transformer brand of something that didn't sell well, so they're just trying to get it out the door. And I could have sworn I remember seeing a few of those cards on sale, and I didn't pick any of them up. Oh gosh, I wish I had. But they didn't. And let's continue like this. Anyway, and then Walmart, I went to 4 local Walmarts the week before they had the cards. The next weekend they were all gone. And I didn't know if maybe they just got all bought out. The craze was in. They were getting bought. One of the Walmarts even had a clearance on some of them, and I'm thinking, ooh, I want to go back and get some of those. That would be really cool with next time I get some groceries or whatever. They were gone. And so I was just kind of like distraught and getting really mad going between all these Walmarts. And come to find out, I finally found a post on Reddit or somewhere where somebody said that Walmart was not going to carry the cards anymore because they put them on clearance, and Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast said, no, this is a normal card game. It's going to be out there. You can't put this stuff on clearance. And they took them away from Walmart. Well, I went back to Walmart not too far away, and in the toy section, out of place, was the Metroplex deck. And I'm thinking, ooh, maybe this is on clearance. And so I rushed and got it zapped. It came up $20 retail. Well, that told me one thing right there. They still had something, and it was still in the system. So I'm not holding my breath. We'll see what happens when Wave 2 comes in, if Walmart's going to carry any of this stuff at all or not, because I still have a Walmart gift card, and I was wanting to, maybe get some more cards or Wave 2 boosters with it. If that doesn't happen, I guess it doesn't happen. But, I'll be happy with what I have, and, I've got some Decepticons, I've got some Autobots here. Who knows? In future waves, we may get some Quintessons, we may get some Sharkticons, we might get some Beast War characters. We could see Tarantulas as a maybe a Quintesson or spawn of Unicron kind of character. That would be really, really cool. But I don't know if they're really going to get into the Beast War era at all, considering that they got connected Beast Wars to G1. Really the comic, not exactly the card. Well, they sort of did both, but it seemed like the history that they were using with Beast Wars really related more to the Marvel comic than the cartoon. But that's just me. But with that, let me let you go. I'll end with this. And thanks for hanging out and listening to my boring voice about the Transformers card game. And if you have any answers, feel free to put them in my comment section. Please feel free and put anything in my comment section. Word of warning is I do have other videos out there. They're mostly religious. I'm trying to be uplifting. Sometimes I'm a little depressed because I'm going to my own Bible for positive, bringing myself back up from when I'm down. It's very uplifting. It helps me to learn. It's making me read something that's not easy to read. I don't know my Bible well. I'm still a very kind of a green Christian, though I've been saved since my early to mid-20s, whatever. But I'm in my 40s now, if that means anything to you, trying to play, learning to play this stuff. But, just beware. If you don't believe in my beliefs, that's fine. Feel free to make fun of me, to argue with me, to comment me, to lift me up, to say, hey, that's wrong, I know this, look this up, etc., etc. I am willing to criticism, and I love fun stuff. I like fun stuff, and it's stuff like this that kind of helps me going, and so, like I said, I like talking about different things, but my Grillenheimer handle started off with a biblical slant to trying to bring the word of Christ to everybody and those around me and those that watch and hear this channel. So thanks for holding out. I did not mean to go 16 minutes and 16 and a half minutes here. So have a good night. Hopefully we won't hear the hoot owls keeping us up tonight, and I will see you next time. Thanks a lot.